we're doing it. We're doing the thing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, we're live.
Are we here? Let's do just a quick whoop. We're here.
We're live on Adobe Live's
Oh my.
YouTube.
This is so perfect. The plane just comes in.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Necessary. Jacob, Santa Fe Audio Visual,
Hello.
Vidor. Hello.
This is quite strange, isn't it? Also, I am just now
So
seeing
back.
that we are so back. That's right. I'm just now seeing that there are subtitles on here. I can imagine how wickedly off they're going to be when we both start talking at the same time.
Live on live.
Yes.
Hello.
Is this strange for anyone else? Welcome to YouTube.
Hi, Umo.
It's a little strange.
Dina Rex. Hello. Thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome. Hi, Arco.
Hello.
You all are so lovely. Thank you for tuning in on a lovely Wednesday morning for weird being called my government name.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
If you would prefer for us to call you your name, you let us know. But hi, I'm Ashleigh. This is Courtney.
Hello.
We are CA in LA. We are best friends, filmmakers, musicians,
And variety streamers.
and we're really excited for our very first official season 5, episode 1 of the Cinema Collective. Hi, Clever.
Hello. I'm wondering how many names I'm gonna be like. I think I can. I think I know. Yeah. I'm also realizing we don't have a countdown of how long we've been here, so I have the good old clock.
You do have the good old clock. Yeah, that's right.
Anyway.
How's our Wednesday? How's our week been so far? It's been an entire week. There's been new developments with this merger. There's new movies and TV shows that are coming out.
All the things.
Courtney's going to be demoing some new things in Premiere, and we're going to speed run this 2-hour show in an hour.
In an hour. I don't know how we're gonna do that.
I do.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to
but
be
still.
scandalous and amazing and wonderful. And again, thank you all so much for
Yes.
being here. Jacob, very excited for all of the things to come. Exciting times, truly.
Yeah, me
we're
too.
going to go ahead and jump into slides.
Right. We don't have time for fluff anymore.
No fluff.
Anyway.
We love fluff, especially on snowballs.
We really.
Because we're from Maryland.
But yeah,
buckle up. We're ready.
we
Let's
are
do
ready.
this.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. So last week for our season 4 finale, we went over what we learned over the duration of the season. Hi, Ryan.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Thank you so much for
Yes.
the love that went into making sure that we got this figured out.
Yes, and
We love
it's not
fluff.
it's not pottery, so everything worked out. It was good.
Look at Ryan. Ryan is the number 1 king here.
Oh, we knew it. We knew it.
Amazing. How'd your show go, Ryan? Ryan hosts File New that happens at 10 a.m. right before this episode. So make sure that you check it out. Ryan goes over
Yes.
new design elements. And so especially with the Olympics, with
It's
the
so cool.
Actors Awards, goes over and highlights what's new in design so that you get to just watch and be like, yeah, you know what? I did notice something was different.
Passive learning. It's great.
Yeah. Who else would it be?
That's right. That's right. Love the confidence.
Yeah. Okay. So last week we went over what we learned in season 4, which was a lot. It was great. Lots of fun new stuff. I'm excited to check it out.
Yeah,
I love,
me too.
I love watching your show because we, as previously mentioned, you do all of the work and we just get to enjoy the curation weekly of what's new.
And we
'Cause-
will not be critiquing any final products because it's perfect.
Oh, it's amazing. The
Yeah.
love, you know?
Right. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we learn all the things. That's right. So our week 11 challenge was to join us this week on Adobe Live YouTube. And look, you guys
You're
did
here.
it. Thank you. Thank you for being here and
Clap
supporting
for yourselves.
us. Yes. Okay, so our question 1 is, this is about to be really scandalous.
It is.
It's very scandalous.
But we want honesty.
So get ready, because we're honest. We were very honest, and I think that it's going to result in controversy. So we're just warning you right now. I did graduate from film school, and that is the reason that the film is the option that we chose. So what movie or
I just
TV?
have a lot of opinions.
I just feel. What movie or TV series do you think is over or underrated?
Yes.
Except maybe fonts. Yo, Vador. So this has been a problem. I set up a Firefly board because that's what our workflow is now.
Which you'll actually be looking at.
When we're working with new clients, working on our films, what we found as a really amazing workflow is this catch-all board, which is boards in Adobe Firefly. So it's fonts. Fonts mess me up so much. I'm just like, what would be a really fun font? We need a new font. And I'm like, Ashleigh, we're getting lost.
We're getting lost in the fun part, and we need to just we need to get the items out first. I totally understand. I'm like, oh, this is too far.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Went a little too far.
Too far.
Santa Fe Audiovisual says, I think the Hamilton movie is way overrated.
That's a really good one.
Okay, when you're saying the Hamilton overrated, are you talking about the live show that they filmed and then is up on like Disney? Sopranos is overrated.
Okay.
Ooh, Argo.
Okay.
You're in the lane that we're in for controversy, and I love this.
Yeah, ours is going to be.
I'm sorry, but then also
I'm not.
It was insufferable in film school. Okay. Yes, the filmed adaptation. Did you ever get a chance to see Hamilton on Broadway?
We didn't. We only saw the adaptation from stage, and we just heard it incessantly in karaoke bars. So we don't really care for it. I'm sure it's a masterpiece, but I don't know.
What? I'm watching Sopranos for the first time right now. Well, we're on season 2.
Okay, so what are your thoughts? What do you think?
I have not. All right.
Okay.
So that's the only essence that you have is the recorded version movie.
Yeah.
Okay. I've hid long enough. My overrated film is Fight Club.
Oh, man. I understand. I understand that it is a staple in cinema, and that I just think we got the wrong idea with the movie, and I don't care for it. I've never cared for it. It ended, and I was like, okay. Which is not good. Overrated. Every superhero movie, all trash. No time for that garbage. Whoa.
Wow. The door also.
Okay.
Thank you for your bravery.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, because we really, really threw ourselves under the bus here.
Yeah, we did.
We chose the trolley experiment, and we were both the single and all 5 people.
I also would like to draw attention to this really quick. So, Fight Club. It is genre-wise dark comedy, psychological drama, crime. I put and more because there are like 1,000 behind there. It's like we're not doing this. But I did find it interesting that both of these movies that we chose were dark comedy in some way, shape, or form. If you guys have just jumped into the YouTube, thank you so much. Please jump in chat. We'd love to talk to you, chat with you. That one. And we're talking about what is the film or TV series that is overrated or underrated. So our underrated is Black Bear. If you have not seen it, highly recommend. It is such a wild psychological drama, and there is dark comedy in there, but Aubrey Plaza is phenomenal. And the logline is: a filmmaker at a creative impasse seeks solace from her tumultuous past at a rural retreat, only to find that the woods summon her inner demons in intense and surprising ways. It's so much more than that logline. It's a ride.
It's intense.
Let's say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good though.
Hi, Minnie Monstera.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not that interested in Fight Club.
Welcome in.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's
Jacob, Fight Club is fine. Like, I like it, but people that are obsessed with it are giving obsessed with American Psycho and Bateman character, like totally losing the concept. That's exactly where we're at too. Yeah. Is that like it's a good film, right? But I think that some people have taken that and that's their whole personality, and it's like the wrong personality.
Kind of like
The Godfather.
Yes, but why can I not remember Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker? Like I think we took the wrong message away from that.
But
like
as we talked about on our philosophy channel, Low-Key Philosopher, is it the message that the filmmaker and the artist have to say, or is it the audience reception of it?
Right.
So it's where it gets complicated. Vidor also says underrated survival films, Touching the Void. That movie changed me. Everyone should see it. Can you give like maybe a sentence description, very loosey goosey, about what Touching the Void is? It's why I never wanted to watch it. So many people made it their personality. Santa Fe, I do think it's worth a watch, just for the cultural touchstones. But then also you can be like, wait, what? It just like further makes all the sense and then no sense all at once. So it's a really good film to connect and understand.
I do love watching movies later on after they've had their hype or their cult classics or something that everyone's obsessed with, and you watch it later on because then you get all the cultural relevance of things that you heard in passing and had no idea what they were, and you're just kind of like, oh.
You're like, okay, cool.
But then you can decide to also just live in bliss if you want. Is ignorance really bliss? Low-key philosopher.
That's right.
But anyway.
So much philosophy. All right. So new on streaming, Scarpetta. It's a thriller, 8 episodes, dropped on Prime on March 11th today. So you do have access to all 8 episodes, so you can binge this. It's got a pretty stacked cast. Nicole Kidman, Jamie Lee Curtis are the 2 featured actresses. With skilled hands and an unnerving eye, Dr. Kay Scarpetta tries to unmask a serial killer and prove that her career-making case from 28 years earlier isn't also her undoing. Wow. Yeah, it looks pretty scandalous and fulfills all parts thriller.
I don't know if Ingrid Goes West is underrated, but it's my favorite Aubrey Plaza film. We almost put that one as underrated.
Absolutely.
Because it is manic and it's wonderful. All right, Vidor says 2 British mountain climbers attempt a new route of climbing a mountain in Peru. Things go very wrong. It's less about mountain climbing and more about the indomitable human spirit to survive.
Ooh.
Dan the Man, what's up?
Hello.
F-Bomb, hello. Did I say your name wrong? Please correct me if I did, but hello. Try to watch it and forget all you've heard about it. Make your own opinion. Right.
Yes.
Which is so difficult to do.
Dancing.
Hi.
Dancing. Okay. I have a hot take.
We welcome it. Go.
Give it to us. Give it to us, Jacob. Ooh, wanted to start that one. Scarpetta. Nice.
We want to hear.
It is a safe space.
That's right.
Harry Potter's overrated.
Okay. Can I ask when you started watching, reading? Like, when did it enter your sphere?
I know, no dancing chicken emote here, but it's here, and that's what matters.
It's in our hearts.
You know, yep. I see it. And that's what matters.
Right.
If you do watch it, we would love to hear your thoughts because we're probably going to watch it as well.
Yeah.
New sub. First thing I'll say, how do we feel about the AI takeover? Team C Dance. I'm not sure what C Dance is. And can you go more in depth about the AI takeover?
Yeah.
4 years old. You were 4 years old when you started with watching Harry Potter.
Okay, that's fair. It's not for everybody. My mom's obsessed with the books, and it was my bedtime stories.
Wow. So it really made up a lot of your childhood.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter, so I agree with you. I would just like watch my friends be so hype and dress up, especially as the books were coming out in real time and the movies were coming out in real time. And I love that for them, but I just didn't share the same like pizzazz. Yeah. And we watched all the movies during Christmas, like all the time.
Oh, I could see that. If you watched all of them all the time, I can see that being not great.
It feels pretty manic, and I can understand your feelings on that, Jacob.
Right.
Yeah. Another thing that's new on streaming is One Piece Into the Grand Line Season 2. It is an action adventure fantasy. This is the live action version of One Piece, and it is the 2nd season. All 8 episodes dropped on Netflix yesterday, and Luffy and the Straw Hat set sail for an extraordinary Grand Line, a legendary stretch of sea where danger and wonder await at every turn. As they journey through this unpredictable realm in search of the world's greatest treasure, they'll encounter bizarre islands and hosts of formidable new enemies. Not only have they made a season 2, season 3 is already a go.
Has anybody seen the animated series and then watched the live action and feels one way or the other about it?
Mini Monster, that is a great question. Can anyone in chat answer if One Piece is for kids? I'm
assuming it is.
Very familiar with it. Yeah. I don't want to make a statement and be like, absolutely. And then it's just like violence.
I'm familiar enough on what all of the characters look like from the art front, but I have no idea the context or the content. You don't know about C Dance? No. Time to lock in. About 3 weeks ago, this AI tool C Dance, you put it in quotes. Okay. Created a scenario where Brad Pitt fought Tom Cruise on a rooftop. I did hear about it.
Yes.
Additionally, they made a better finale for Stranger Things season 5. I just don't like generative AI. I don't care for that.
I think that I finally
In short.
I have words to put to it, is that if you want to just watch the things to watch the things, generative AI is going to be the thing that people enjoy, right? Everyone's like, this is the end of Hollywood as we know it. Totally. But I think that there's something really magical to the art and to what goes into filmmaking. And it's not just about the visual that's created with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise fighting on a rooftop. For me, it's, what did that look like for the stunt coordinators? What did it look like for the stunt choreographers? What did it look like for the performers? What did it look like to be able to set up these conditions and to create a beautiful story? So that's kind of my lane with Sea Dance, and same with they made a better finale for Stranger Things season 5. It's really easy to take something that's already been made and to riff off it. And so would love to have people that are investing their energy into riffing off those things with Gen AI to go and make the next Stranger Things. You know? Hi, Wade. You brought me out of lurk with your Gen AI comments. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I just don't. And like Ashleigh said, if you want to just watch it, that's fine. But at the end of the day, when you're talking about all these different departments, now innovation happens and really cool filmmaking happens. And you look at it, it doesn't mean anything. It means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And when it comes to filmmaking, I prefer the mementos. I prefer the experiences. I prefer watching people create really cool things and also getting paid for their art.
Yeah.
And that's not happening with Gen AI. So those are my thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jacob. One Piece is for everyone.
Okay.
Longest running anime in history, over 1,000 episodes, Danny Man says.
I have heard it is a phenomenal show in their storytelling and their through lines of that many episodes.
It's impressive.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect to the creators for that.
I think at the end of the day, we love the craft. Yeah. Jacob, exactly.
Yeah.
I've dedicated my life to the study and the experience of the craft. And I also know that it's going to continue to adapt and evolve, and it's not lost on us how much AI is a part of that process. But when it comes to things like the Sea Dance and that clip of Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise fighting on the rooftop, which looked incredibly realistic. But again, at the end of the day, if that's the type of stuff that you want to watch, no hate. I also really, really like watching the behind the scenes of like the mania Tom Cruise puts himself through to make a stunt happen, and how many people have to coordinate. And when that shot goes off and it's like a successful stunt, there's no feeling that can replicate that. Mm-hmm. And if you're just trying to churn things out to make the thing, totally. And no hate to anybody that enjoys that.
Yeah, there are a couple other reasons as well, but just I think with how good it's getting, we need to be aware of what is AI and what isn't. We need to be disclosing that. And since that is not a part of the conversation, it can cause more harm than good because we don't have those guardrails in place. So
yeah,
it's a different medium. It's just another way of making film or other things, but it has a much larger implication right now because we're not prepared for it.
Totally.
So yeah.
1,000 episodes start today, Coat. You'll be caught up in no time.
Absolutely not. An old friend of mine obsessed with One Piece, and I was like, I will watch the pilot with you. And I think that's where that's going to stop because I could never commit. That's too far out. It's just, I couldn't do it.
During COVID, I had a friend who was determined to finish One Piece during the summer, Jacob says.
Did they do it?
Goodness. Wade, yeah, I want to see what people make with people choices, with people experiences to share. Absolutely.
Exactly. You take the people part out of it.
Jacob says, also amazing trading card game. He watched roughly 12 to 15 hours a day as well as at work, and he fell asleep to episodes. So how much of it did he really watch? If there was a lot of distraction, you know?
Yeah, you're not even paying attention at that point. No.
Yeah. I definitely used to be like literally as of last week and my whole life just I can have stuff on in the background, but now I don't know. I really like committing to pieces of work and honoring and respecting the craft and the intentionality that went into the decision making.
Absolutely.
Hi, Winter.
Welcome in. So oh, is too much of a commitment for me. Okay, so you haven't seen any of it either. Or have you watched a little bit and then you said, yeah, I'm calling it quits, I think.
I'm good. JC, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Wade says, I was rooting for him. Dan, there should be oversight, like let's not turn into Skynet. However, you say you want to put a boat in the background of your vertical series / short film, but you can't get it. AI makes the boat. Sure.
Absolutely. Just there isn't oversight, and we have to see it for what it is as well.
Totally. Santa Fe, it has a lot of filler to my understanding, which is good, right?
Just one episode. Okay.
Respect.
Hey, fair enough.
So documentary streaming, because I know that a lot of people here really enjoy our documentaries. We like exposés on people. So there's 2 that came out this week, or coming out this week on March 13th. So Friday, Twisted Yoga is following ex-members of a tantric yoga school, speaking out about how they went from searching for wellness and community to fearing they'd joined a cult and seeking justice for alleged abuse and manipulations at the hands of a self-styled guru. So Twisted Yoga, Apple TV, 3 episodes. Check that out. I love that I have Netflix and then Apple TV. It's Apple TV. And then Dynasty it's basically what Succession was actually built off and modeled off. So chronicling the intense real life succession battle among Rupert Murdoch's children for control of his media empire. Fox News, Wall Street Journal, directed by Liz Garbus. The series features archival footage, documents, and interviews to explore the family's internal power struggle. So that is available March 13th on Netflix. And again, it is 4 episodes. So check that out.
Yeah. I'm watching that. Okay.
Twisted Yoga is on Apple. Dynasty seems interesting. Yeah,
it does.
I'm really intrigued because I know that when we watch things like Twisted Yoga, we all like to be like, oh, I would never get caught up in all of that stuff. But it is magnificent how many of us get caught up in that kind of stuff. So I really love exploring the human condition of what happens when we're searching for connection and remembering that not everybody is a good person.
Right.
Yeah, I really love this poster as well.
Yeah, it's great.
So I won't be able to watch the yoga one. Well, Apple TV does run some free specials sometimes, so definitely put that on the list. And then also wanted to highlight these series that maybe you might have missed. We actually found We stumbled on Stumble last night. It is in season 1. The finale actually is happening on Friday, so we're catching up in not real time, but we watched 2 episodes last night and it's really funny. It feels very modeled off Netflix's Cheer, but like in a very wholesome and really funny way.
It is good comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really well written and we laughed so much. So check out Stumble. Season 1, it's on Peacock and it's a comedy. An elite cheerleading coach is forced to start over with a new squad of lovable misfits and must flip the odds to win the championship.
I really hope they do.
Yeah, the first episode of Rooster was really cute.
Yeah, we were laughing.
Yeah,
a lot. I thought this was a CW Dynasty for a second. I remember getting called back for the young version of the main guy. Good times.
Nice.
Wow. That's really cool.
That's awesome. Free's my best friend. I agree with that.
Yes.
It's easy to get caught up in it. It usually slow steps that lead you down the path. Totally.
Right.
Yeah. First episode of Rooster was fantastic. So this is unveiling episodes weekly, and it's from the same writer and creators of shows like Bill Lasso. Listen to me. Ted Lasso. It's Bill Lawrence is the showrunner and creator, but Ted Lasso over on Apple TV and Shrinking are his 2 other shows as well. And so this is his first show off Apple TV in recent times called Rooster, and it follows Steve Carell, and it's a comedy revolving around an author's intricate bond with his daughter, set against the backdrop of a college campus. It's funny.
It is funny.
It's very in Steve Carell's lane of funny. So if you're a Steve Carell fan, you'll likely like it. If you don't like him, probably don't watch it.
But it's not Anchorman, Bruce Almighty comedy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a mature.
It's not like that.
It's a mature comedy.
Just try.
Give it a go. Just watch it if you can. Okay, so in theaters, Undertone did so well at Sundance this year, and people said that this is the scariest sounding film that they've ever watched.
Don't love that.
So it did get a lot of acclaim. So if you're a horror fan, highly recommend checking this out. And the concept is a podcast host covering spooky content moves in to care for her dying mother. When sent recordings of a pregnant couple's paranormal encounter, she discovers their story parallels hers, each tape pushing her toward madness. Again, horror fans, scariest film that people have ever heard. Take that for what you will.
Right.
Reminders of him. Someone said that this is Colleen Hoover is this generation's Nicholas Sparks, and I can't.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I will never unhear that.
I can't.
That's so good.
Unhear and understand that, because yes, reminders of him. It's a romance. I guarantee you've seen ads for this everywhere. It's an hour 55. After prison, a woman attempts to reconnect with her young daughter, but faces resistance from everyone except a bar owner with ties to her child. As they grow closer, she must confront her past mistakes to build a hopeful future.
I love this. Love horror. Will not be watching this in theaters. It'll mess me up. Something you can't close your eyes to and you get scared. No thanks.
Absolutely not.
That's right.
I don't know about y'all, but when watching a scary movie, Courtney and I have the remote like this.
Yep.
And we are ready to mute.
And this is when we realize after a while that it is a scary movie. We will not just off the jump choose a scary movie.
That is correct.
Can't be doing that to myself.
So,
I need to go to sleep.
Yeah. There are 2 re-releases. This is a new trend that's happening in theatrical, is that they're re-releasing films, whether it is a 4K upscale or it's an IMAX re-release. So what are your all's thoughts on that? That we're bringing audiences back into theaters with upscaled versions of these films. So TMNT 2, this is the 35-year anniversary of this film. It's a family comedy. At hour 34, the Turtles discover their origins while they endeavor to save New York City from the evil Shredder and his Foot Clan. And Kiki's Delivery Service, this is an IMAX re-release that I did not replace the poster for. My bad, y'all. Along with her black cat, Gigi, Kiki settles in a seaside town and starts a high-flying delivery service. Here begins her magical encounter with independence and responsibility, making lifelong friends and finding her place in the world. So definitely check that out. I heard that Kiki's Delivery Service in IMAX looks sick. So check it out.
I'd probably just be irritated by the undertone. I have super sensitive ears, can't tolerate theater sound. Anyway, that's totally fair. Santa Fe says, I'm fine with it if it gets people into theaters.
Totally.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm okay with it depending on what they start re-releasing. If they start re-releasing any Marvel things, I'm going to raise heck. Because it's just what... Let's actually bring back things that maybe, I'm just going to say Forgetting Sarah Marshall, or like these mid-tier budget films that bring everybody back out, and maybe they'll get, oh, we should probably start making movies like this again. Maybe. We'll see.
My thoughts, I would watch Reminders of Him in Longlegs crossover. Wade, what a vibe.
What?
Honestly.
Double feature. Yes.
That would be a really interesting crossover. JC, my thoughts is that there are way too many original content that could be they could be bringing us from talented writers and directors, and we don't need remakes. Clever Kiki looks different than I remember. It's a wonderful movie. Yeah, I'm so sorry about the miss on that. Jacob, I like it. Remember Alien Day, they re-released Unscaled Aliens, and I got to see it in theaters for the first time, seeing it, which was cool. I think, Jacob, you bring up a really important fact, is that in a similar vein where a lot of artists are touring with their, like, a 20-year anniversary of a emo pop punk album, that maybe some of us didn't get to see it when they toured initially, and now that we have adult money, we are like, oh, I would love to go see that album even though it's 20 years later. So I wonder if it's the same vibe, that some of these movies you didn't get to see it in theaters, or that you get to bring your family and maybe another generation, introduce them, or just see it for the first time.
Oh, so wait, it's the same actress. That's why you said the crossover. It makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Jay, not sure if correct terminology, but I feel like this is what they call a cash grab.
Absolutely.
If it is something that makes them change their mind, that they see money going towards, like I said, the mid-tier budget films, and that's the takeaway, I'm fine with it. I think that's what we need.
Yeah.
No, Arco, we are not rebooting Iron Man. No. So I just watched a trailer for this horror film called Obsession. I'm thinking, oh, they're making the Idris Elba and Beyonce one, and high key looks good.
Oh wait, they're remaking
was really
it?
good. I enjoyed
You
it.
just talked about that
I
movie.
did.
That's so funny.
I really did.
Put some respect on Marvel. They're on the come up, and I'm in Wakanda forever. I have a hot take that Marvel used to be decent, and now it's just very cash grabby. It's very grubby, if you will.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So Oscars are this weekend. Here are all of the places that you can see it and you can check it out. It is the 98th annual Academy Awards. It'll be Sunday, March 15th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. You can check it out on broadcast TV on ABC Network. If you're live streaming it, you can check it out on Hulu, YouTube TV, Fubo TV, and abc.com/app. Red carpet coverage will be starting over on ABC News at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. And international alternate options is live from the red carpet starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Little Timmy is the new Tony Stark.
I hate that.
Oh,
I hate that so much.
That's a decision. Can you see little Timmy going to be in the Marvel universe?
No.
I feel like he would be too good for it. You know?
Yeah.
Here are our Oscar predictions, and we're going to be right about everything. Best Picture, Best Original Song, Best Casting, we think is going to Sinners. Best Director, PTA is supposed to get it for One Battle After Another. The way that these Oscar predictions work is that there are a lot of different awards that lead up to the Oscars, so you can almost predict it, but there are some outliers. But PTA has swept for Best Director, and One Battle After Another is looking to win that. But Chloe Zhao, we fingers crossed for her. Didn't Tish do a boo-boo? Oh, he did. He has a big boo-boo right now.
He does, but we don't know if that's because he's confident that he's got it in the bag, so he's just going to go off or what. We really don't know.
We don't.
Tiny Stark. Oh my gosh, Jay.
Tiny Stark. Everyone gives Phase 4 flack because of lack of connectivity that made the first phase so special for me. I'm like, I don't need to hear about New York every movie. Phase 5 has some good stuff. Marty Supreme convinced me of the Tony Stark casting in GL. I can see that. It would take what? I'd take that over Marty Supreme nonstop ads for 25 months.
That's fair.
Wow. Okay. Best Actor, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. Best Actress is likely to go to Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, but she doesn't like cats. And I really hope that Rose Byrne comes and takes it.
I really hope she takes that because she did a phenomenal job.
It was good. That's a film, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. It's a really intense film, and a lot of people didn't like it, but it's a good one-time watch for just how different it is.
So Patty says Sinners will only win for screenplay. They'll get robbed and the internet will melt down.
Patty.
It's possible,
Ooh.
but we are hopeful. We are hopeful.
Ooh.
It needs to do more than that for the sanity of the world right now. We need that.
You're right. The internet will melt down.
Oh, that's fair, Dan.
Ooh. Ooh.
It was like when Stephanie Hsu lost.
Patty, I'm telling you,
I'm not over it.
Michael B. Jordan does not win for Best Actor, I am going to be upset.
Minnie Monster, I didn't like If I Had Legs. Okay, what didn't you like about it?
Obsessed is sorry.
And can we at least agree that Rose Byrne did a phenomenal job, even if you didn't like it? And yeah, Dan, so Obsessed is a different movie, not necessarily a remake. I thought it was because of the same title. Got it. She corrected the record not liking cats thing, I guess. Okay, Wade.
Okay, I'll have to check into that, Wade. Curious, which character do they consider with Michael B. Jordan as he played twin brothers in Sinners? Jay, that's a great question. So when some Academy voters were asked about this, they said that they considered the diversity of performance that he brought in both characters. So it was a joint decision for him that he's
I feel like it should be
nominated for both because there were specific nuances that he brought to each brother. So, and honestly, come on, he literally was two characters.
James McAvoy's like,
I know James
7. Okay.
James McAvoy was like, okay,
where am I? Oh, but honestly, where is he? Because he should have had an Oscar years ago.
The childhood neglect was too uncomfortable for me, so it made me really not like the mom. Just hard to care.
That's fair.
Same Ashleigh if Michael B. Jordan doesn't win, for sure. Best Supporting Actor is likely to go to Sean Penn. Best Supporting Actress, Amy Madigan for Weapons. What's really cool about Weapons is that this is a horror film. Horror films historically do not win awards. So this would be a massive feat for the horror genre. And Amy Madigan just did extraordinary in Weapons. Best Original Screenplay, Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Best Adapted PTA for One Battle After Another. Best Animated Feature to go to K-Pop Demons. Best International Feature Film. This one is a toss-up. Sentimental Value, The Secret Agent, they're all a maybe. So we think Secret Agent's going to win. Best Documentary, Perfect Neighbor. If you haven't checked it out, it's on Netflix. It is a very
so good.
Beautiful way that they spoke about and handled this very intense situation with stand your ground laws in Florida.
Weapons was filmed near your hometown. That's so cool.
Wow. Winter, has it become like iconic that some of the locations are popular now?
I could see that. I'm excited to do a comparison list of what we're right.
Dino, if I may, if you're a horror fan, go in knowing nothing about Weapons. Because it is an adventure, but only if you're a horror fan and only if you're willing to go into that genre. Does no one think the actresses in Sinners should be up for winning? It's not that no one thinks that the actresses should be up. It's just that based on this grouping of people and based on how the awards have been handed out, this is who is really favored.
People get snubbed all the time.
Absolutely. Stephanie Shu.
Best cinematography. I'm not over it.
Best cinematography. I'm hoping for Sinners, but One Battle After Another is being highly favored. But Autumn Durald Arkapaw would be the first Filipina and Black woman cinematographer to win this award. So really rooting for her.
Yes.
Best editing, One Battle After Another is up there. F1 is also a possible contender for best editing. Production design, costume design, hair and makeup is going to go to Frankenstein.
Makes sense.
Poor Jacob Elordi. Original song is going to likely go to Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters. If I had to put money on something, it would absolutely be this. Poor Diane Warren is going up for her 17th Oscar nomination for Best Original Song and is going to lose again this year.
That's just sad.
I feel really bad for her.
That's so sad.
One day. Sound, F1 the movie, and visual effects, Avatar, Fire, and Ash.
Like what? She's probably gonna get an honorary one, and that's just not the same.
Truly, yeah.
Right.
The school I've driven by many times. Weapons is tight, fun watch. Sinners should win for editing just for the one scene where the spirits of the past and future blend together in the Epic's Blue Song. Absolutely, Patty. In my opinion, the actresses in Sinners barely got character development except for Mary. I love horror and the Twin Peaks vibes. Winmo Musaki should win every award. I think she'll get there at some point. Yes.
We'll see.
This is just a overview. We're not going to name everything, but this is where you can check out all of these films. Sinners on HBO Max Prime, One Battle After Another, HBO Max, Frankenstein on Netflix, Sentimental Value, you can rent or buy it. Marty Supreme, you can rent or buy it. Hamnet, you can rent or buy it. Train Dreams is on Netflix. Begonia, we just watched it and it's crazy.
It is absolutely crazy.
It's on Peacock. Yeah, if you really want an out there watch, Begonia. F1 is on Apple TV and The Secret Agent is on Hulu. Arca, where are the war movies this year?
Where they should be.
When we won the BAFTA.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for more awards. And then finally,
oh my gosh, guys, we're still doing it.
We've been keeping you up to date on this Warner Brothers Paramount merger. And here are the updates as of today. So Paramount Skydance is acquiring Warner Brothers Discovery in a landmark transaction. This is valued at approximately $111 billion. Guys, $111 billion. That is obscene. One of the largest mergers in media history, with Paramount slated to pay $31 per share in cash, with a combined entity serving more than 200 million streaming subscribers across Paramount Plus, HBO Max, and Discovery Plus, operating in over 100 countries. The reason that those numbers are a little wonky, though, is how many people have subscriptions separately for Paramount Plus, HBO Max, and Discovery Plus. Okay? Yeah, that is a lot of money.
It is.
And that is a lot of IP property. Okay. Yesterday, Sir David Ellison, who's Paramount's CEO, marched over to the Warner Brothers lot in Burbank, where 200 top execs from across Warner Brothers Discovery, Warner Brothers Film, TV Studios, HBO, HBO Max, and other divisions gathered at the Stephen J. Ross Theater for a meeting. Was this a power move? Because he's walking the lots and hosting meetings before the deal has officially closed.
Take that for what you will.
So Paramount is targeting $6 billion plus in synergies within 3 years of closing this deal. Ellison pushed back on layoff speculation, saying quote, the majority of our synergy target comes from non-labor sources, and that those cuts will not touch production capacity. However, Hollywood is largely skeptical of this framing, specifically because you can watch what has happened with the Paramount Skydance merger. Okay. The 2027 theatrical schedule, Ellison says, quote, we have no intention to pull back on production. We obviously intend to make 30 movies a year, basically 15 films from Paramount, 15 films from Warner Brothers.
Yeah, let's see.
End quote. The combined 2027 slate already counts 27 movies, though the two studios are dated against each other 4 times during that stretch. That last sentence basically means that it is likely that in the 4 weekends that films are supposed to go against each other, they're going to switch them up on different weekends. So that current 2027 slate, while it may stay the same, will likely change.
Jay, prediction this deal will change after the Oscar results. It's possible. Well, they know the FCC will approve it. Oh, wait.
Yeah, right.
My God.
So for real estate, the LA Times reported that redundant assets, including real estate, are expected to change after the merger. Both the Burbank and Hollywood lots are in a 30-mile zone, described by one entertainment property broker as, quote, very prime real estate. One of those lots could be potentially sold. The reason that that is absolutely devastating is that these should be historical pieces of preserved land, and it is unfortunate because it's within a 30-mile zone of one another. They aren't going to see the charm and the love of filmmaking. They're just looking at dollar signs. And HBO and Showtime this deal will bring those two together, and Ellison has confirmed that HBO Max and Paramount Plus will eventually consolidate into one platform. Our final slide here on this is this deal is expected to close Q3 of 2026, pending the DOJ and EU antitrust approval and a WBD shareholder vote. A 25 cents a share quarterly ticking fee kicks in if closing extends past September 30th. The industry is watching the debt load closely, with the combined company projected to carry approximately $79 billion in net debt at closing, with leverage at 4.3 times EBITDA. For those of us not in finance, that's the earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. So this number makes analysts nervous, regardless of what Ellison says about layoffs.
Makes sense. Yes.
100% national park style status.
Absolutely.
It should be, right?
Except if I'm fine with one platform, but we shall see what happens to sub prices. Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. While we're transitioning, so that Courtney can show you what's coming up in Premiere.
What's here, just a little bit out of beta.
Some new stuff that has been released in Premiere out of beta. What's the scariest movie that you've ever seen?
This is ours. One of them.
I love that it's a folk horror and thriller. I would say that folk horrors are the scariest for me.
Oh my gosh. I hated it.
1940, the entire population of Friar, New Hampshire walked up a winding mountain trail, leaving everything behind. 2008, the first official expedition into the wilderness attempts to solve the mystery of the lost citizens of Friar.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I hated it so much. There's something about watching people slowly lose their minds, that is so deeply unsettling to me that I can't.
Talk to me. Yep. Very scary. Jacob says. JC.
Didn't want to watch it.
Can't someone declare those lots as historical landmarks? Because if they did, then they can't be touched. Absolutely.
They could, but they won't because there's too much money to be made.
Yep. It's prime real estate.
Bring her back. I'm not familiar with that one.
Same filmmakers.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Who were discovered from YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the scariest movie anyone's seen, even if you enjoy them.
Yeah, it's okay if you enjoy it.
Is there a
scary
movie that you've seen?
I don't really watch scary movies, so
that's fair.
Patty says Hereditary, The Descent from Winter.
Okay.
Midsommar was pretty messed up for me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have not seen that and been all right.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I could have not seen this and been all right.
Same.
Yes. So this week overview, since
The
we've already had this.
Descent. I'm claustrophobic. Yep.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds horrible as a claustrophobic film to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like 127 hours. No.
No.
Yeah. I respect to all of the cave divers. Same. Try not to watch scary movies.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix, a series, but hauntingly spooky. Yeah.
Okay.
Jay, I agree with you. That's a concept that everyone was like, you should watch it. It's so artistically done. And I'm like, I'm good.
No.
I'm good. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't unsee that stuff.
I don't enjoy the adrenaline spike.
The Exorcist messed me up as a kid.
Okay.
I generally avoid the genre.
Yeah.
Facts are.
And there's so many different genres of horror too. It just, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Icky.
All right.
Anyway.
So this week's overview, you all please keep answering in chat if you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Is we're going to see what's happening in Premiere. So Court's going to go over audio censoring, new transitions and effects, transition handles, and Firefly boards.
Yes. So this is stuff that we've actually been able to demo before, but they're a little more stable now. So excited to show you guys in case you did not know or if you haven't used Premiere. But yes, welcome to the Cinema Collective Season 5. Because we're officially, since we've transferred, it is Season 5, and that is wild.
Yeah.
Now, I did love The Haunting of Hill House, even though I don't like horror. The storytelling was phenomenal. Interesting. I love the perspectives on this.
I was a kid when The Exorcist came out and was in Catholic school. It destroyed me. Oh, Patty, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can't ever get that out of your head, right?
Yeah.
Also, one of the best long shots I've seen, Jay says.
Oh, love that. Okay, so I've got like 12 minutes, but I wanted to bring up our recent film, Hey Dad, just because this was the easiest example and footage I had access to. Woo!
Yay!
So something that has come not a long way, but a decent amount is the audio censoring. And for those of us who have to worry about this, depending on where your film goes, it is always good to have the option to censor certain parts instead of just cutting out the word or dipping down the audio and adding all of the extra things. You can actually do it within Premiere, which is very nice. So how do we do this? First, we have to... Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get you this, and everything down below is
attached.
It's trying to say no.
I see.
You cannot.
So we're going to go into our source monitor, and we want to make sure that we have a transcript for our footage first, which I do have. All right, so we're going to go to our source monitor, text, and we have all of our transcript here, but I can always generate a transcript in here, but you can also do it upon importing your footage, which I recommend anyway. That way you have all this if you want a text-based edit or anything like that. So we have our transcript. Now I need to first add my words. What are we going to do? So for now, I see the good is in here twice, so we'll just do that. So we need to add our censored words first. So we're going to go to this little, I call it a sideways hamburger menu, but whatever you want to call it, up to you. And we're going to censored words list. We want to add one. So I'm going to add good. And I'm going to save. And we're going to see that they populate and they turn this color. Red is the one that we're at. But if this is not showing up for you, it's because we need to click on this little filter right here and censored words might not be checked. So make sure that it is checked. And then, so let's see. If it's just regular text, then nothing happens, but we want to highlight those to see where they're at. And we say this multiple times. Oh, there's one. There's one. But anyway, we're going to focus on the ones up here.
Meatball menu, falafel, if you rather.
A meatball. I kind of like a sideways hamburger.
I like a meatball menu. Haunting of Hill House was amazing, but freaky scary.
Okay. So once we do this, so you guys are really selling it. I don't want to watch it. Okay. We want to do apply effect, and we can choose. I like the duck quack just because I think it's funny, but they have different ones. Your standard bleep, we can mute the word. If you would like to add a sound effect, keep in mind that it will not mute the word in the timeline. All it's going to do is just add this sound on top of it. So if you really want to make sure that you do not hear that word at all without maybe having to go in and adjust a couple things, mute works perfectly fine. There's also a doy bark, dog bark, toy horn. That's where I got messed up there. And you can add a custom sounds. I haven't added a custom sound, but maybe one day I want to. For now, we're just going to do the duck quack, and we're going to apply, or we can apply to all. So this is going to take every instance of that word that you've put in and apply a duck quack to it, or you can just apply to the single one, but I'm going to do apply to all. Now, before it was adding every single one of them on top of themselves, but now they're all populated right here and as singles, which is great. So let's, because as I was demoing the different effects, they all went off at once. But here we go. Let's take a listen to it.
It's good to see you, Allie.
It's good to be here with you, Dad.
Okay, so we hear the quack, but we also still hear the word, right? So let's try again. But anyway, that is what it's going to sound like. If I want to go in and duck the audio, I can.
It's good to see you, Allie.
It's good to be here with you, Dad.
You also want to make sure that, hi Adele, welcome in.
Hi, Adele.
You also want to make sure that your transcript is 100% right, because if you don't go in and read it and correct any words, then it's going to start adding things that you maybe good wasn't actually in that part, and it's added anyway. So always double check your transcripts when you want to do something like this. But I'm going to delete them. So anyway, really, really good effect. I enjoy it. Let's do mute and see how that does. Oh. Actually, no, I've got like 8 minutes. Okay, we're going to move on. So the transitions and effects, they've added stuff from Film Impact, which is, they have a lot of really good transitions in general, but we're going to go.
The duck sounds great.
Yeah, I like it. And it adds it right here in case you need to, actually, can you move us to the other side, please? Thank you. It's added it into our project panel in case we need to just drag and drop right here. So it already populates it for us. So now that we're in our project panel, we are going to click these arrows here and go into effects. Another way you can do it is just scroll left and right on your trackpad or what have you. But okay.
Gives a whole new meaning to ducking audio. So if someone was talking about someone but kept saying their name wrong, you could dub over the real name. You could.
You could. In theory, it might sound a little out of place, but you certainly could. And as long as you lean into the comedy of it, I don't see why not. Okay, so they've added specific things with Film Impact like grunge and distort in video transitions and different effects. So let's just show you what it looks like. So we're in our video effects. Let's do transitions first because I'm gonna.
Patty asks, so will the duck sound cover up any F-bombs that get dropped, or do I still need to drop the sound level for just the F words?
I would say that it can cover it up. It depends on how loud it is. So what you might want to do is use the mute and then also add another effect of the duck sound, because you can layer them if you want. So I would mute it first just to make sure 100% that you're not going in and making all these different edits to then duck the audio or to mute that in that one particular word. Just mute the word and then add a duck on top of it is what I would probably recommend in that situation.
Automatically where my mind goes when someone says they're doing that to their audio, though. Same.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we are in our video effects, and let's just add, actually, no, I wanted to do transitions first. So video effects, video transitions. Okay, so grunge and distort is something that came from Film Impact. We'll do grunge just to see what that looks like. So we drop it in between our clips because this is a transition. And if we zoom in to our sequence, we can see that it is right here. And let's just see what it looks like.
Guess who?
So it adds, it's a fun moment. And what is also really good is that they've now added transition handles. So unless this transition is at its capacity, meaning it is the longest it can be, you actually can drag these little square boxes and adjust the length of the transition. So let's make this a little bit longer.
Perfect shot form you taught me.
Wow.
Wonderful.
So it's fun.
So why you wouldn't be able to have that effect go longer is that your clip length is not long enough.
Correct.
So that's where potentially the generative extent would work really well.
Right.
Is if you're trying to just create a couple extra frames with existing footage that you have. I fear this will be
That's a
so
great point.
useful for TikTok and short form, so good for intro clickbait. Totally.
Absolutely. Yeah. So these transitions are really good. And I thought the kaleidoscope was pretty fun too. It really does it. So speaking of your like TikTok,
Whoa,
TikTok
that
things,
was cool.
and it takes your footage. We'll just mute that when you hear it twice. Yeah, and our lights already had this really cool grid in it, so the kaleidoscope
yeah.
landed landed really well. So they've added that, which is very, very cool. Now we're going to go into some of the effects that they've added as well. So we did our transitions. Let's go into our video effects, and we're going to go down to distort. All of these ones here. So lens distortion, if I drag it onto my clip, then we're going to need to go over it. So right now we see we dragged an effect and nothing happened up here. So we want to go back into our source monitor and we want to go to effects controls. And now we will see our effect right here, lens distortion, curvature. You can do a whole bunch of different things. We probably won't use anything like this, but there are options. I want to show you one because this made me laugh quite a bit. We're going to do, let's see. Okay, I deleted that one. We're going to do turbulent displace. I just thought that it was very funny. It reminds me of the old Snapchat filters. Bulge, what's going on here? What's happening?
Can you play it?
Yeah, I can. Whoa. Like what's going on?
We got cut off on Behance. Oh no.
I don't love that. They
usually
usually
end
oh,
early.
okay. I was
Okay.
like, did I go over time? I've got 3 minutes. But anyway, so a bunch of different effects that are cool, and you can add some wonky thing, like if you're doing a dream sequence or something and you just want to do something fun with the footage, this might be something, turbulent displace might be something that you'd maybe want to use. All right.
I think that you hold Firefly to next week, and then we can talk about
that's fine.
Go more in depth about our process for boards, because it's changed a lot.
It has changed. Oh, actually, final thing. The mirror one is also very cool.
All of this is to say, go into Premiere and play around with these new effects and just throw it on your footage. You never know what happy accidents could inspire future creativity or even present creativity. If you're having an issue, editing fixes so many problems.
It does.
Whether it's
creative editing,
it's an effect, whether that's sound design, and it really can change everything about your project.
Yeah, I like the mirroring one just because I think it can add something if you're doing something off the wall.
Yeah.
Having an immediate mirror is really good to have in your back pocket. So I thought that effect is, I'm so glad that Premiere has that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So check it out.
Check out those 3 things.
Yeah.
And we'll do the Firefly later.
Yeah. So we will be back next Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific for episode 2. 502, if you will.
Yes.
And please go check out active shows. Join the Adobe Live Discord if you would like to see more, if you'd like to give us feedback, and tell us what your thoughts were on this first YouTube stream.
Yeah, we want to know. And 502, just for anybody, is referring to season 5, episode 2. So if you see a TV show that's like 301, that's season 3, episode 1. So since we're on season 5 and we'll be going to episode 2, it's 502.
Yeah, Uma, over here, just an hour.
1 hour. We were
Yeah.
like, how are we going to condense
Yeah.
to an hour?
Well, thank you.
We did it.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Jacob,
so
for
much.
throwing the Adobe Live Discord over in chat. Ohana, thank you so much for tuning in. Everyone who came over from Adobe's Twitch channel, thank you so much for tuning in to the YouTube stream. Adobe, thank you for having us. Jacob, thank you so much for your brilliant work. And chat, you all are beautiful and lovely. I'm Ashleigh. This is Courtney.
Hello.
We're CA in LA. We are best friends, filmmakers, musicians.
And variety streamers.
You can catch us on Twitch over at twitch.tv/CA_in_LA. We also have a ton of music on all of the musics under CA in LA. Go check out our new album, Hindsight. It's very rock and vibey. And come hang out on Twitch. We would love to see you and get to know you better. We'll be live tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific, and we'll be singing some music, talking film, and giving some updates on a new film that we are filming at the end of this month.
Let's go. See you
Ohana,
later.
thank you. Adobe, thank you. We will see you all so soon. The Annoyed Flamingo Media, thank you.
Thank you. We'll
Thank
see
you.
y'all later.
Please take care of yourselves.